Hi there, welcome. My name is Nora if we haven't met before, and this is a wind down bedtime restorative practice. So we are going to move from the soles of the feet all the way up to the crown of the head, going through each body part, wiggling out anything that still feels stuck or funky, so that by the time you land in Shavasana at the end of the practice, you are ready to drift off to sleep. So let's begin. We're just going to start in a comfortable seat. Draw the shoulders down the back, chin parallel to the floor, spine long. Close down the eyes. Let's start by taking the hands onto the belly. Take a big breath in through the nose and feel the belly swell against your fingertips. Hold at the top. Exhale, let it go. Get empty navel back, move your hands up to the ribs. Inhale, let the belly swell. Feel the ribs widen out into the palms. Chest rises, find fullness at the top. Side out through the mouth. Last one, hands up onto the chest, fingertips point towards your collarbones. Breathe into the belly. Ribs, lungs, fill up all the way to the tops of your collarbones. Feel the chest rise up into your hands. Side out through the mouth. Take the hands into heart center, palms together. Breathe in through the nose and out through the nose. Acknowledge what has brought you to this moment in your day. And remember that sleep constitutes a reset in our consciousness. So whatever this day brought you, you are about to ease into a release of previous moments and an acceptance of the moments to come. Take one more big breath in. Open the mouth, audible exhale. Gently blink the eyes open, release the hands. Let's take left shin in front of right. And you want to make sure you have access to the sole of the foot. So you can either keep the shin in front, or you might stack left shin on top of right, left foot on top of the right knee or right thigh. We'll take our right elbow and start to knead the sole of the foot with that elbow. And we're going to talk really granularly about working with the foot here. So let's start at the heel, and you're just taking the point of your elbow and making small circles to start in the center of the heel, and slowly radiating that circle wider and wider until maybe you're starting to roll up onto the edges of your heel. And you're applying a decent amount of pressure here. And then start to work up towards the left inner arch, and you'll feel this kind of meaty spot just before you reach kind of the high point of where the arch is. And work there for a moment, maybe even pressing that forearm down into the space of the arch. You can make a fist and sort of roll the forearm along that inner arch, feeling your arm bones pressing into these tiny little muscles and bones of the feet. And then come back to the elbow and start to work the pinky edge side of the left foot. Maybe making small circles, or you can just create strong lines, digging that elbow back and forth into the edge of the foot. At the top, start to work it into the ball mount of the feet, and you can pull the toes back towards your shin, exposing kind of the knuckles underneath the toes, or rather behind the toes. And you can circle the elbow around each knuckle of the toes individually. draw the elbow up into the space where the toes and the sole of the foot meet. Get some small circles right along that line. Sometimes it even feels good just to wrap the toes around the elbow joint, getting some movement there, and then make sure you get the big toe, circling that elbow all around the toe pad of the big toe. You might get the little toes as well. And gently release. Hands behind you, lean back, stretch the left leg long, point and flex the toes, and circle the ankle. We'll take it to the other side. So right shin crosses in front of left. You can keep this foot on the floor. The angle is just going to be a little bit more uncomfortable. You can also always place a pillow underneath underneath this right foot to raise it to you. And then again, you're taking that elbow and you're just starting to massage. This side, you might work from the toes down to the heel. I'm going to start with the big toe on this side. And this is supposed to be intuitive. And just like our fingerprints, the way that our feet connect to the earth is unique to each and every one of us. So we're all going to have different parts of the feet that feel like they need more attention. Wherever that is for you, pause. Take some time. Work out whatever's coming up for you there. For most of us, we don't spend a lot of time thinking about our feet because we put our feet in shoes every day and stop thinking about them completely. But waking up some of these very primary connections to the earth that we have through the feet can change our feeling of groundedness, can change our feeling of rooting, feeling secure, feeling safe. And start to work it back towards the ball mounts of the feet and down into that arch if you haven't yet, making sure that you're working both the inner arch and the outer arch. You might find that those two parts will need very different things here. That's normal. Normal. We all carry our weight in different parts of the feet. Some of us put more weight in the inner arches, some of us lean towards the pinky edge side of the feet. Tuning into what your feet need. It's like tuning in and making sure that those roots are watered, that the soil you're potting your plants in is nice and wet, watered. And gently start to release. You can move this pillow out of the way if you brought it in to hold that foot up. Extend right leg forward, point and flex through the toes, maybe circling the foot around a little bit. Good. And gently we'll release, cross the ankles, roll over the knees, and we'll meet in a tabletop pose. We got into the feet a little bit. Let's work the ankles and the calf muscles. So extend your right leg back, tuck the toes under, and then shift your hips and your shoulders back in space, keeping that right leg as long as you possibly can. The right heel reaches towards the back of the room. A lot of pressure through the palms, making sure that you're grounding into the knuckles behind each finger. If you want a little bit more here, tuck the toes of your left foot. Push down through the palms, push back through the right heel. Maybe you hover the left knee off the earth and you'll find there's more pressure through the right calf muscle. Big breath into the length there. And exhale, release. Let's take it to the other side. Left toes tuck, send the left leg all the way back in space. Push through the palms and the hips and the shoulders back. Left heel lengthens to the back of the room. Breathe into the length you feel through that left calf, left ankle. And then if you want more, push through the palms. Hover the right knee off the earth. One more breath in. And exhale, release. And cross the ankles behind you. Roll over the feet. Let's lay down on the back. Soles of the feet on the floor. Don't let the shoulders and head arrive. And then hug the right knee to the chest. Give a little squeeze. Interlace the hands behind the right thigh. Kick the right heel up to the sky. Point and flex through the toes. Circle through the ankle. There might be some snap, crackle, pop here. That's normal. Land with the right foot flexed. Bend the elbows. Apply a little bit of a pressure and pull the right leg back towards the face. Keep a little bend in the right knee. And on your breath in, can you lengthen the entire right leg up towards the ceiling as if you could eject this leg out of your hip socket. And a lot of energy through this leg. Big breath in. Exhale, bend the knee, catch the outer edge of the foot, half happy baby. Pull down towards the right armpit, right foot stays flexed, so pull the toes back towards the shin. And then notice if you're leaning really heavily to the right side, can you place your left hand on your left hip, apply a little bit of pressure, and remind that whole left side body to wrap down towards the earth. Take one more big breath into the length between the glute and the right hamstring. Exhale, cross the ankle over your left knee. Keep the right toes flexing, still pulling back towards the shin. This might feel like enough on your hips, or you can hug the left knee in towards you, maybe wrapping the hands around the back of the left thigh. Now again, option to add more. Remember that more is not always better, sometimes more is worse. So left knee is moving energetically towards the chest. You can push this right elbow out into your right knee, so right knee is moving energetically away from you. You're also welcome to use the right hand to do the same thing. Wherever you are, 3 deep breaths into the hips. Last inhale. Exhale, release. Right foot goes to the floor. Hug the left knee in. Exhale, kick the left heel up towards the sky, hands interlaced behind the thigh. A little micro bend in the left knee. Inhale, push the left heel towards the sky. Option to circle those toes, maybe pointing and flexing. Notice if there's anything that feels stuck or stagnant in any of these lower limb joints. And we've got one more big breath in. Press the heel away, leg lengthens. Exhale, half happy baby. Catch the outer edge of the left foot, pull down towards the armpit. Big breath into the length underneath the left thigh. Final breath. Catch the outer edge of your right knee with the left ankle. Figure 4. Hug right knee in if you want a little bit more here. If you want even more sensation than this, push the left elbow or hand into the knee to intensify what you're feeling through that left hip. Two more big breaths. Last big breath in, fill all the way to the top. And let it go. And gently release right foot back to the floor, left foot to the floor as well. Bring the soles of the feet to touch. Let the knees drop open, Supta Baddha Konasana. Maybe one hand to the heart, one hand to the belly. And if you like more support in Supta Baddha Konasana, you can always bring in these pillows you've got on your bed. So you can place one pillow under one knee and a second pillow under the other. And as you let those knees surrender to gravity. Notice what arises in your gut and in your heart. And these might be sensations that you feel underneath your hands. You might feel more activity within in the organs. You might feel heat. You might feel a slowing down of activity. One more big breath here. Let it go. Take the hands to the outer edges of the knees and very gently start to close the knees like the pages of a book. You can move your pillow props off to the side once again. Take the knees into the chest. Give your low back a little roll around. To roll to one side and press up to a comfortable seat. In this comfortable seat, cross your legs, feel your sit bones pressing down into the bedding underneath you, and roll your shoulders back and down. We'll take a twist, starting to get into the spine, winding things down there as well. We'll twist to the right to begin. Right hand behind the right hip, left hand outside of the right knee. On your inhales, push your back hand down into the earth. Lengthen the spine, sitting up a little bit taller. Exhale, pull your navel back. Push your front hand into the knee. Inhale, navel up and in. Ribs lift up and in. Heart curls up to the sky. Exhale, navel stays back, a little push through the front hand, maybe the chin turns over the right shoulder. Final breath in this twist. Inhale, length. Exhale, heart towards the back of the room. Wrap your front hand around your front knee so you're holding on, you're gripping it. Inhale, reach the right arm up to the sky, lengthening the entire right side body away from the floor. Exhale, reach in the direction of your left knee for a big side body stretch. Now you'll notice that this right knee is going to want to come with you over towards the left side. Don't let it. Press it down towards the bed, and allow this left arm to lengthen so you're almost hanging from this anchor point of the right knee. Inhale, reach beyond the right fingertips, maybe a big inhale into the right lung. Exhale, look up underneath the right bicep, peel the shoulder back. Take one more breath here. Exhale, eagle arms, right elbow over left. Double wrap the forearms. If this is not accessible to you, you can grab opposite shoulders instead. Whichever variation you've chosen, inhale, lift the elbows. Exhale, elbows to the navel, chin to chest, curl in on yourself. Inhale, breathe space into the back of the heart. On your exhale, let your torso and your head get heavier. Inhale, the space between the shoulder blades widens. And exhale, soften the front body towards the floor. Inhale, take it back up, elbows lift to shoulder height. Exhale, cactus the arms, open the elbows wide, squeeze the shoulder blades together on the back. Exhale, we take it to the other side. So left hand behind the left hip, right hand outside of the left knee. Inhale, push the back hand down, lift up tall off of your hips. Exhale, navel back, right hand presses into the left knee, turning the chest to the left side of the room. Inhale, heart curls up to the sky. Exhale, gaze over the left shoulder. Maybe that right shoulder wraps onto the back body a little bit more. Notice if you can find more push through that right hand as a result. Final breath here. Grip with your right hand, wrapping around the kneecap. Inhale, left arm high to the sky, lengthen left side body. Exhale, reach in the direction of your right knee. Apply pressure through the left knee, pushing down towards the floor. Right arm is still long. Breathe into the left lung, left ribs. Exhale, left shoulder leans back, maybe looking up underneath the bicep. Take one more breath and see if you can find a little bit more length between your ribs and your pelvis. Exhale, eagle arms, cross left elbow over right. Double wrap the forearms or catch the tops of the opposite shoulders. Inhale, elbows lift to shoulder height, look up. Exhale, elbows to the navel, chin to chest, curl in. Inhale into the upper back. Exhale, surrender towards the floor. Inhale, try to tear your elbows apart. And exhale, get heavy. Inhale, elbows lift back to shoulder height. Exhale, cactus the arms, peel the heart open. And release. Let's lay down on the back, moving towards our last few. Nope, I'm not into you. So release the hands to the floor. Take the hands behind you. Lean back in space and extend the legs forward so that the soles of the feet touch and you've got a wide diamond shape between the legs. And then clasp the hands behind the back, interlacing the fingers. Rather than straightening the arms towards the floor, keep the elbows bent and then take your fists into your right hip crease. Hands stay anchored at that hip crease. Hug the elbows together behind you so that the right shoulder anchors down and back on the back body. Take a big breath in. Exhale, drop the right ear to the right shoulder. Let that right ear get as heavy as it can possibly be. Maintain that heaviness, but try tilting the head here. So turn the chin towards the floor and see how that feels. And then still keeping that ear heavy, right ear, try tilting your chin up towards the sky and see how that feels. And somewhere along this tilting motion, you'll find that place where you have a lot of sensation. Pause there and breathe 3 deep breaths. And if you've forgotten, continue to hug your elbows together behind your back. And one more breath in. And on your exhale, chin to chest. Release the fists from the right hip crease and we're just going to take them into the left hip crease. Same thing on the other side. Hug the elbows together. Left shoulder anchors down onto the back. On your exhale, let the left earlobe drop towards the left shoulder. And again, you can tilt the chin towards the sky and towards the floor, finding that point of deep sensation or tightness through the neck muscles. And as you sit here and breathe, you might notice that this right shoulder finds a little bit more length. If that happens, use that length by drawing the shoulder down and then hugging the elbows together again. Maybe tighter than they were hugging in before. Take last breath in. And exhale, chin to chest. Release the fists. Slowly draw the chin parallel to the bed. Alright, we've come up to our last pose for today's class. We'll move towards Shavasana. If you want to tuck yourself into bed, go ahead and do that. Get yourself under the covers, get yourself situated for sleep. Otherwise, you can just stretch out long on the bed if that suits you better. So find a comfortable position where you can stretch both legs long, both arms long at your sides. Let the soles of the feet drop open like the pages of a book. Allow the inseams of the legs to roll up towards the sky. Feel your pelvis and sacrum sinking heavy into the support of the mattress. And at the same time, feel the mattress lifting the entire length of the spine, supporting you here. Palms turn face up to receive energy. You might even roll your shoulders underneath you just a little bit. Sides of the neck long. And then wiggle your jaw from side to side so the teeth separate and the tongue sits comfortably in the bottom of the mouth. Let the ears get heavy like drops of water sliding down the sides of your face. Soften the space between your brows. Soften the space behind your eyes. Allow your scalp to sink down towards the floor. We'll end our practice right here on our backs this evening. If you'd like to join me, you can bring your palms together in prayer at heart center. Allow yourself a moment of gratitude for taking time to tune into you and what's going on inside the body, inside the mind, and how the breath is regulating. Thank you so much for sharing your practice and your presence with me this evening. I hope you have a wonderful night of rest. As we raise our thumbs to our third eyes, we acknowledge each other's presence, and together we say, Namaste.